Hey people, welcome to the channel, and recapping a little bit what we saw in CitizenCon yesterday, especially the 3 ships that have been announced. Now, there's really not a whole lot to talk about here in case you haven't seen it. Basically, the big announcement, the big reveal was Nyx. Nyx is gonna be in-game apparently next month. Wow, amazing, an entire new system. But as always, a new system with what? Well, Levski. That's the only thing that this system will have. Levski, which was already in the game until they pulled it. So the big reveal is Nyx, a new system that you can jump to that's gonna have one main location, a base in an asteroid or something flying in space, with Levski, which you already had, took away years ago. Now you're having it again. This is CIG 101. They do this all the time. They take away things and then they reintroduce it as, wow, something new. I mean, it's one of those cheap things that some of the more mediocre companies would even dare do, but they do it. For example, now you cannot even deliver boxes. Delivering boxes was the bread and butter of Star Citizen. You were FedEx guy in space. And yeah, doing it enough was repetitive and boring, but it was fun to do every once in a while, especially it gave you the opportunity of going to different locations and some distant, far away, mining base, and you just deliver a box. And it's fun. It was okay. Or going to one of these locations in which something was lost, you pick that up. All right. All of that was taken away. Why is it that they took it away? Because they plan on reintroducing it eventually as, well, now we have something new. No, it's not new. It was new when you first introduced it. Now you're just fooling us. You're treating us as idiots. So Nyx is gonna be Levski, which you already had. It's gonna have like a refinery and a ship store. So a couple of basic things, some updates, I guess. But that's basically it. That's what you will have in Nyx. Then you have 3 planets. One of these is a gas giant, so nothing. You don't even land. The other one is like a chemical waste, which they call, and someone commented, like, yeah, I love it when it's high risk, high reward. What does that even mean? Well, probably there's going to be something to mine. There's going to be something valuable you can buy or steal there. A planet there that does very little, and Nyx 3, I think, is the one that looks a little bit more green, but no city, no interesting home location in that planet. So they're just going to throw probably some library asset that they have, and these are going to be just cookie cutter, dead, fucking cardboard versions of what we already know, and you're not even interested in going there because there's no stories, there's no development, there's no progression. You're not making your home in those places, you're not building anything. Nothing regarding base building was even mentioned, which just shows that there's going to be nothing next year in terms of base building. Nothing. They're not even saying next year you're going to have, no, you're going to have shit. That's what you're going to have. Shit. There's nothing announced, there's nothing for it, because next year is just 2 months ago, guys. 2 months ahead. Next year is 2 months ahead, and there's nothing to look forward to because they have nothing. Now, they also announced a couple instanced missions so as to kind of deal with all of the griefing nonsense, which is even destroying the game for some of the more hard-headed people. So instant missions, a couple of them, I believe, and then there's an instant raid, a raid of Horizon. It's gonna be instance, I believe now, and then like a bigger org-based event where you go with a bunch of ships and shoot at some asteroid base. I don't know, man. More of the same crap, Nothing in terms of actual exploration. Nothing in terms of base building, nothing in terms of farming, nothing in terms of actual crafting it. No, there's no economy. We are still floating in piss here with no future ahead of us. Now, the future, yeah, and this is the planet from Nyx that looks a little bit more green. And keep in mind, it's going to look nothing like this. It's going to look far, far worse. All of the reflections and the color and lighting, yeah, it's a little bit of footage. It's a little clip, typical. But that's what we have. Now, in terms of the ships, which is what they really want to focus on, there's 3 ships. There's the Anvil Paladin, all right, Anvil Paladin. There's this other ship, this is the Stinger, right, which is one of these combat-y Esperia Stinger, single crew, so it's a medium-sized, $315 Van Duel combat ship. It has 1 size 5, 4 size 4, and 2 size 2 weapons, and it's gonna be OP for a while, and then they're gonna have balance, and you're gonna be stuck with some big ass, slow as hell heavy fighter that's gonna be worse than whatever else they're gonna launch. Well, in IE, in a couple more, in a month, you're gonna have something that's gonna be much better than this, and it's gonna get nerfed before that. Then there's the Paladin, all right, and the Paladin, let me look that thing up. I think it's Anvil, right? So it's Anvil, okay, Anvil Paladin, is it? Let's move this thing around a little bit. There you go, Anvil Paladin. And the Anvil Paladin is interesting because it is, well, it's a gunship and it has 0 pilot control weapons. Apparently that's what you get. You have a gunship which has no pilot control guns, so you really want to bring along someone else because everything is locked behind someone else playing along with you. Eventually I don't know, man. It has 4, how much SCU? 6 SCU of cargo, I believe. No, 4 SCU of cargo. It's slow, it's heavy, it has a bunch of guns that someone else can use, not you. That's pretty much what you're looking at, and it's not all that interesting. The one that I do find somewhat interesting is this other one. Not the Cuddy Black, but the Shiv. Now, the Shiv is a ship that goes for $150, I believe, and is a little bit more guns than your Cuddy Black. So the Cuddy Black has quite a bit more cargo. The Shiv is basically like a broken up version of the. Let me see if I find images. So this is.
Again, it sort of feels Cutlass-like, but
yeah.
then you'll find there's bits of Crusader ships just.
So it has a little bit of a better gun rack. So you have some of the screen for engineering and the fuse. Couple guns here, couple handguns. You have the lockers as well, something for a big gun, obviously. And it's intended to look like a broke-ass
side entrance, in high capacity.
Cuddy Black, you know.
It's gained visually more powerful thrusters. It's gained a really kind of nice set of belly thrusters. It's upped its firepower.
As ever, with the refined work from.
Refined work of I don't know what.
Cockpit.
Genius.
It's gained a toilet.
Arguably beautiful, and just
visually.
Yeah, it has a bucket instead of a toilet, and yeah, that's what I was looking for. It basically looks like a ripped for pieces Cuddy Black. And, talking about the things that actually make a freaking difference here is far less cargo. Let me give you the exact number of how much cargo you can get in this thing. Oh, crap, where is it? So cargo is going to be 32 SCU. So cargo is going to be 32 SCU. Hull HP is going to be 34,000. And it's going to be a little bit faster than your Cuddy Black, typical. Just a tiny little bit. The Cuddy Black will have 29,000 HP and has 46 SCU. All right, so 46 SCU of cargo versus 32. So still decent amount of cargo. It's not as if it makes a massive difference. Still like on the light, maybe medium light cargo hauling sort of thing. But the big difference is that, and I don't count much on the hull HP. Those things usually get balanced. Both of these have 2 size 2 shields. But the big thing is that the Shiv, this thing, has 2 additional size 4 guns, Gatlings. Ballistic Gatling. I think these are proprietary, so these may be stuck there. But then you have a 4 size 3, which is basically what you have as a single player in your Cuddy Black. So you have your Cuddy Black in terms of guns, which is 4 size 3 guns, 4 size 3 guns in the Cuddy Black. But in the Shiv, looking a little bit more broken and piratey, you have that plus 2 size 4. So it's quite a bit more firepower. So it's gonna be probably a little bit better for combat. That's basically what you get. A little bit less cargo, a little bit more combat capable with better guns. I think it's okay. The way I see it, of the three, this is the more interesting one, to say something positive, which I try hard here to do. And I think it's okay, the balance in terms of a little bit less cargo.
Different for Star Citizen. Where did it come from?
And that's it, guys. Breaking that down, that's basically what you have here. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you have a great day, and I really hope you don't... Well, you know what? Let's do one more thing. Let's check out the prices for these things, because they're not exactly cheap. Let me just check that out quickly here. Oh, I don't know if I can. Alright, so... Other... Ship upgrade. Well, I think I have it here already. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to make my little window here a little bit smaller. So prices, yeah, you don't see it there on the right, so I'll have to actually tell you what this is. All the way up. I'm looking at 100 already. There you go. So for 150 bucks, you get a CCU to the Shiv. 150 bucks. Basically, if you buy it War Bond, is $110, which is insane. No, don't be a moron. Don't do that. In game, it should be quite affordable. So don't waste $100. I mean, if you have money to throw away, do whatever. And if the standard edition is $125, and it's $150 for a CCU. So if you have a $125 ship, it's gonna be $150 CCU to the. Let's give you an example. Let's say you have the Cuddy, let's say you have a Cutlass Black, right? Which is what you probably look of, oh, I like my Cuddy, but I want to upgrade it to something else. Kind of a question, why would you upgrade to something that has less cargo and, anyway, no turret and that sort of stuff? Because the turret is, well, it's going to be 2 size 3 guns, so yeah, you're a bit off a single player here. But if you're going to upgrade to the Shiv, it's going to be 25 bucks. Oh no, 25 bucks standard edition, 40 bucks if you upgrade with right, 25 bucks if you upgrade with game money. 40 bucks. I don't know if it's worth it. Now the other thing you have besides that one, you have the Stinger going for $315, which is kind of insane. $315 for a Stinger. Okay, and the Paladin, $350, or you can go War Bond, $210 War Bond. Okay. Oh no, that's the upgrade. That's the upgrade. So 215 bucks War Bond upgrade and 240 because the ship is 350 bucks. Insane. The prices are through the roof for these sort of things, but it is what it is. It is a big old money grab from CIG as always, and we get so little in return. See you in our next time, guys. Take care.